Most people are running in circles, chasing things that never truly move them forward. They're busy, but not productive. They're active, but not effective. They focus on everything, yet accomplish nothing, and that's why they stay stuck. But look at those who succeed, those who build wealth, create impact, and live a life of purpose. They don't waste their time on distractions. They don't spend their energy on things that don't matter. They have mastered the art of focus, and because of that, they win. If you want to rise above mediocrity, if you want to escape the endless cycle of just getting by, then you must learn to focus on what truly matters. The difference between those who achieve financial success and those who struggle isn't luck, and it isn't some secret formula hidden away from the rest of the world. It's focus. The wealthy are not just busy, they are focused. They channel their energy, their time, and their resources into what truly matters. They understand that wealth is not merely about money. It's about mindset, choices, and priorities. Most people drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. They let distractions dictate their actions. But if you study the wealthy, the self-made millionaires who built their success from the ground up, you'll notice something remarkable. They are intentional. They are strategic. They prioritize the right things. They don't waste time chasing every fleeting opportunity or indulging in habits that drain their potential. Instead, they invest in what will truly move them forward. Success begins with clarity. The clearer you are about what truly matters, the faster you will move toward financial freedom. Most people never take the time to ask themselves, what am I really working toward? They simply work, earn, spend, and repeat without a strategy, without a vision. But millionaires think differently. They ask themselves, what will take me closer to my goal? And they cut out everything else. The average person confuses being busy with being productive. They fill their days with endless tasks but make little progress. But millionaires, they understand the power of focus. They prioritize learning, investing, and building valuable relationships. They don't waste their mental energy on distractions. They aren't watching hours of television, scrolling through endless social media feeds, or spending time with people who drain their ambition. Take an entrepreneur building his first business. While others are out spending money they haven't earned on things they don't need, he is reading books on leadership and marketing. He is studying the habits of the successful. He is reinvesting every dollar of profit into making his business stronger. While others make excuses, he finds solutions. Here's a principle that separates the wealthy from the struggling. They value long-term gain over short-term pleasure. They don't make financial decisions based on impulse. They don't waste time chasing instant gratification. Instead, they plant seeds today that will bear fruit in the future. They understand that wealth is built over time through discipline and intelligent action. The moment you shift your focus from what feels good now to what will create long-term success, everything changes. Suddenly, you stop wasting money on things that don't matter. You stop spending time with people who don't support your vision. You start making decisions that align with your goals. It's time to stop letting distractions control your life. Focus on what truly matters. Because when you do, success is no longer a question of if, but when. So number one on the list is master your finances. It is one of the greatest disciplines you can develop on your journey to wealth. It's not just about making more money, it's about keeping it, growing it, and using it wisely. The truth is, most people don't have a money problem, they have a management problem. Give a man $1 million without the mindset and skills to handle it, and in a short time, he'll be back to nothing. But take a man who understands the principles of financial mastery, and even if you take away all his money, he'll find a way to make it back. That's the difference. Wealth is not about luck. It's about discipline, strategy, and long-term thinking. If you don't take control of your money will take control of you. It will slip through your fingers faster than you can earn it. That's why the first step to financial mastery is budgeting and financial planning. Now, I know budgeting isn't an exciting topic. Most people avoid it because they don't want to face the truth about their finances. But let me tell you, the moment you take full control of where your money goes, you take full control of your financial future. A budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. I knew a young man who made six figures, yet he was always broke. Why? Because every dollar he made went straight to expenses, luxuries, and debt. He never took the time to sit down and tell his money what to do. But then, one day, he learned the principle of tracking every dollar. He started managing his spending, cutting unnecessary expenses, and planning ahead. Within a year, he had saved more than he had earned in the previous 5. That's the power of budgeting. It's not about how much you make, but how much you keep. But keeping money isn't enough. You've got to make it work for you. That's where investing comes in. Wealthy people understand that money should never sit idle. Every dollar is a little worker, and if you put it to work, it will bring back more dollars. But if you let it sit, it gets lazy, loses value, and eventually disappears. Most people are afraid to invest because they fear losing money. But let me ask you, isn't it a bigger risk to do nothing? Inflation, time, and missed opportunities will rob you blind if you're not putting your money to work. I once met a man who saved every penny but never invested. He was proud of his bank account, but over time, inflation ate away at its value. On the other hand, another man started small, investing just a little at a time. He educated himself, took calculated risks, and let time do the heavy lifting. After a decade, his money had multiplied many times over. That's the power of investing. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Start now, no matter how small, and let the magic of compound interest work for you. Now, let's talk about debt. Debt can be a powerful tool, or it can be a financial death sentence. The difference lies in how you use it. The poor use debt to fund their lifestyle, buying things they can't afford to impress people they don't even like. The wealthy use debt strategically to acquire assets that generate more income. There's a difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt helps you build wealth. It funds education, investments, or a business that creates cash flow. Bad debt, that's the kind that drains your future. Credit card debt, car loans for luxury vehicles, borrowing to keep up appearances. I remember a couple who were drowning in debt. They had a big house, fancy cars, and designer clothes, but they were living paycheck to paycheck. The stress of trying to keep up was destroying them. One day, they decided to change. They downsized their home, sold the unnecessary luxuries, and focused on eliminating bad debt. They started investing, making smarter choices, and within a few years, they had built real financial security. The lesson: if you don't control your money will control you. Financial mastery isn't about luck. It's about making smart, consistent choices over time. It's about discipline, education, and action. Take control of your budget, make your money work for you, and handle debt wisely. The moment you do, you'll step onto the path of financial independence, and nothing will ever be the same again. Number 2 is building a strong foundation. Success is built on a strong foundation. Without it, even the greatest opportunities slip through your fingers. Too many people focus on chasing wealth without first preparing themselves to handle it. They want success, but they don't want to do the work that makes success inevitable. They want the rewards, but they ignore the foundation that supports those rewards. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on sand. It won't stand for long. But if you lay the right foundation, if you strengthen yourself in the right areas, wealth and success will have no choice but to follow. One of the most critical pillars of this foundation is education and skill development. What you don't know will always cost you. Ignorance is expensive, but knowledge is the key that unlocks doors. The world pays for value, and value comes from what you know and what you can do. Some people say, I don't have the right opportunities. But the real question is, are you prepared for the opportunities when they come? Because they will come. The problem isn't a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of readiness. There was a time when I didn't know much about business, about money, about personal development, but I made a decision. I was going to learn. I read books, listened to mentors, attended seminars, and applied every bit of knowledge, every skill made me more valuable in the marketplace. The more valuable I became, the more I earned. Wealth is not something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming more valuable. That's why you must never stop learning. Read the books, take the courses, develop the skills. Become the kind of person who is ready when opportunity knocks. But success isn't just about what you know, it's also about who you know. Cultivating valuable connections and networking is another pillar of a strong foundation. You cannot do it alone. No one succeeds in isolation. Every wealthy person, every successful individual has built relationships that open doors. You need people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. The right connections can shorten the path to success, introduce you to new opportunities, and help you avoid costly mistakes. I once met a young entrepreneur who had a brilliant idea, but struggled for years because he tried to do everything on his own. He thought that hard work alone would get him there, but the moment he started building the right relationships, everything changed. He found mentors who guided him, partners who complemented his skills, and a network that provided resources and support. In just a few years, his success skyrocketed. That's the power of connections. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And here's something most people overlook. Your health and well-being are also key pillars of success. What good is wealth if you don't have the energy to enjoy it? Too many people sacrifice their health in pursuit of success, only to spend their wealth trying to regain their health. That's not a good trade. Your body and mind are your greatest assets. Take care of them. I knew a businessman who worked himself to exhaustion. Late nights, bad eating habits, no exercise. He thought he was doing what it took to succeed, but one day his body said enough. He had a health crisis that forced him to stop everything. He learned a hard lesson. If you don't take time for your health now, you'll be forced to make time for illness later. From that day forward, he changed. He started exercising, eating right, getting enough rest. And you know what happened? His business got better too. He had more energy, more clarity, more focus. Success isn't just about grinding, it's about sustaining. So if you want to build a life of wealth and achievement, start with a strong foundation. Keep learning, keep growing, and develop the skills that make you valuable. Surround yourself with the right people, build relationships that open doors, and never try to do it all alone. And above all, take care of your body and mind. Because real success isn't just about money, it's about the quality of your life. Lay the foundation, and the rest will follow. Number 3 is mindset and habits. Success begins in the mind. Before it ever shows up in the bank account, before it appears in the form of achievements, it starts with how a person thinks, how they see themselves, and what they choose to do every single day. The difference between those who build wealth and those who struggle is rarely luck or background. It's the mindset they adopt and the habits they commit to. Wealth is not an accident. It is a result. And that result is driven by a set of daily decisions reinforced over time that create momentum toward success. One of the most powerful forces in this process is goal setting. A person without goals is like a ship without a rudder, drifting, moving wherever the wind takes them, never quite arriving anywhere meaningful. But someone with clear written goals knows exactly where they are going. The future is no longer uncertain. It is something they are designing. The act of setting a goal forces the mind to focus. It gives direction. It turns vague wishes into clear targets. Most people say they want success, but when you ask them, what exactly do you want? They can't give a clear answer. They haven't taken the time to define it. But wealthy individuals, they know exactly what they are aiming for. They write it down, they review it daily, and then they take consistent action toward it. A man once told me he wanted to be rich. I asked him, how rich? He said, a lot of money. I said, that's not a goal, that's a wish. A goal is specific. A goal has a deadline. A goal is something you can measure and track. If you say, I want to earn an extra $100,000 in the next 12 months, now that's something clear. Now you can break it down into steps, into habits that will get you there. The moment you turn a wish into a goal, you give yourself the ability to work toward it deliberately. But setting a goal isn't enough. It's the consistent action that separates those who succeed from those who only dream. Success doesn't come from what you do once in a while. It comes from what you do daily. A little effort every day compounds over time. The results may not be immediate, but they are inevitable. The wealthy understand this principle. They don't chase overnight success. They commit to the long game. Small daily disciplines lead to massive achievements. But even with the best goals, even with the best habits, life will test you. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and failures. This is where adaptability and resilience become crucial. It's not the smartest or the most talented who win. It's the ones who refuse to quit. Too many people let failure define them. They hit a wall and stop. But the successful understand that failure is part of the process. It's not the end. It's a lesson. Every setback contains the seed of a future opportunity, if you have the mindset to see it. I remember a time when I invested in a business opportunity that didn't work out. I lost money. I could have let that discourage me. I could have said, maybe this isn't for me. But instead I asked, what can I learn? That lesson changed everything for me. It made me sharper. It helped me see what I was missing before. And because I didn't let that failure define me, I went on to make even better decisions in the future. Resilience is what separates those who keep growing from those who stay stuck. When things don't go as planned, you have two choices. You can see it as a dead end, or you can see it as feedback. Those who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never stop learning. They adapt, they adjust, they keep moving forward. And that brings us to one of the greatest secrets of the wealthy: continual learning and self-improvement. A person's income will never exceed their level of personal development. The more you grow, the more you earn. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities you attract. This is why the wealthy never stop learning. They read books, they seek out mentors, they invest in knowledge. While most people waste time on distractions, the successful invest time in self-education. A young man once asked me, "What's the best investment I can make?" I told him, invest in yourself. Because if you improve your thinking, if you develop your skills, if you grow as a person, everything else will follow. Too many people wait for external changes, hoping the economy improves, hoping they get a lucky break. But the truth is, if you work on yourself, if you expand your knowledge and develop your abilities, you won't have to wait for opportunity. You will create it. The mindset and habits of the wealthy are not secrets. They are simple principles. Applied consistently over time, they set clear goals, they take daily action, they remain resilient in the face of challenges, and they never stop learning. Anyone can adopt these habits. Anyone can develop this mindset. And when you do, success will no longer be a possibility, it will be inevitable. The difference between those who achieve financial success and those who struggle isn't just luck, intelligence, or talent. It's action. It's about taking what you've learned and applying it day in and day out. The best ideas in the world are useless if they're not put into practice. A wealthy life isn't built in a single day, but rather through a series of small, consistent choices that compound over time. If you want to see change in your life, you have to commit to daily disciplines that move you in the right direction. One of the simplest but most powerful strategies is learning how to manage your time effectively. Time is more valuable than money, because while you can always make more money, you can never make more time. And yet, most people spend their days on things that do not move them forward, watching endless hours of television, scrolling through distractions, or wasting time on activities that have no return. The wealthy understand that every hour spent must serve a purpose. It doesn't mean you work all the time, but it does mean you are intentional with how you use your hours. A good place to start is by tracking your time for a week. Write down everything you do and how long you spend on it. You may be surprised to see where your time is really going. Then ask yourself, what activities bring the greatest value? What can I eliminate or reduce? What can I do to improve my productivity? Most people are busy, but not productive. The key is to focus on what truly matters. Another essential strategy is learning how to manage your finances with discipline. Money, like time, must be handled wisely. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear. A simple but effective rule is this: live below your means and invest the difference. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and grow. Many people make a good income but remain broke because they spend everything they have. The wealthy understand the power of discipline. They create a budget, they track their expenses, and they make sure their money is working for them. But financial success isn't just about saving, it's also about increasing your earning potential. A person who simply saves but never increases their value will struggle to get ahead. That's why developing skills and seeking out new opportunities is critical. If you want to earn more, you must become more. The marketplace rewards value. The more valuable you are, the more opportunities come your way. That means investing in education, developing expertise, and constantly improving yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. Of course, along the way, there will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be days when nothing seems to work. That's where mindset comes in. Most people give up at the first sign of difficulty. They think success is supposed to be easy. But the truth is, every wealthy person has faced struggles. The difference is, they don't let those struggles stop them. They see failure as a lesson, not a reason to quit. A young man once came to me and said, "I tried starting a business, but it didn't work." I asked him, "How many times did you try?" He said, "Once." I told him success doesn't happen in one attempt. You have to be willing to try, fail, learn, and try again. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they stop too soon. Another common obstacle is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping outside of comfort zones. Fear keeps more people broke than anything else. But here's the key. Fear will never completely disappear. Even the most successful people feel fear. The difference is, they don't let it control them. They take action in spite of it. They push through discomfort. They understand that growth happens outside of what feels safe. The biggest shift you can make is embracing the mindset of growth. Life is not about reaching a final destination. It's about constant improvement. Success is a journey, not a single event. Those who build wealth understand that they must keep learning, keep adjusting, keep expanding their vision. They don't settle. They don't say, "I've made it." They keep pushing forward because they know there's always another level. So, what's the next step? Take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Start by setting a clear financial goal. Track your time and your spending. Identify one habit you can change. Read something that expands your mind. Take a small but deliberate step toward your future. Success is not built on big dramatic actions. It's built on the little things you do consistently. The choice is yours. You can continue to think, to wish, to hope, or you can take action and begin creating the life you truly desire. The journey to financial success is not about luck, nor is it reserved for a select few. It is a matter of focus, discipline, and consistent action. The difference between those who create wealth and those who struggle is not their background, intelligence, or natural ability. It is their choices, their priorities, and their willingness to do what most people won't. Throughout this journey, we've covered 3 key areas that make all the difference in achieving financial success. First, mastering your finances, because if you don't control your money will control you. Understanding how to budget, invest, and manage debt is fundamental. Every wealthy person has learned this principle. Money is a tool, and those who use it wisely will see it multiply. Those who waste it will always be chasing it. The second key area is building a strong foundation. Wealth isn't just about money. It's about who you become in the process. Those who succeed prioritize education, skill development, and meaningful relationships. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, who inspire them, and who push them to be better, and they take care of their health. Because what good is success if you don't have the energy to enjoy it? Finally, the third focus area is mindset and habits. Wealth is not just about money in the bank, it's about how you think. It's about setting clear goals, taking consistent action, and staying adaptable in the face of challenges. The most successful people understand that failure is not the end. It's a lesson. They embrace growth, they seek knowledge, and they never settle. Now the question is, what will you do with this? Will you take these ideas and apply them, or will you go back to doing the same things expecting a different result? That's the real test. It's not about what you know, it's about what you do. There's an old saying, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you keep thinking the way you've always thought, if you keep acting the way you've always acted, then you will keep getting the same results. But if you decide today to shift your mindset, to take control of your finances, to build a strong foundation, and to develop the habits that lead to success, then everything changes. The good news is, success is within your reach. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made in the past. The only thing that matters is what you decide to do next. Every wealthy person started somewhere. Every successful entrepreneur, every investor, every leader once faced challenges, doubts, and setbacks. The difference is, they didn't let those obstacles stop them. Now it's your turn. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Don't wait for someone to give you permission, because no one will. Take action now. Make a plan, set a goal, and start moving forward. The road to success is built one step at a time. Start today, and soon you will look back and realize just how far you've come.